Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. We're in Dallas. Jones and King meets over there. That must be the butchers. Today we spread our wings a little bit into the Panhandle and here in North Texas. A few cities to bring in to our network, which will increase our overall population. We're aiming for 900,000. Once we start getting close to that, we'll send out that final chemical train down to Deming, and it might take a different route this time once we're finished with the big build, and we've got a lot to do. But before we do that, we have a couple of things to sort out over in Dwindlesville out here. Santa Fe and Albuquerque are struggling a little bit. Conversely, Deming is booming, but it's easy to do early on. They're at 91.3%. Now, once they get to 10k, we lose the benefit of our settler bonus, but that'll be absolutely fine. Albuquerque's probably missing sugar. Yes, we can't get cloth over here just yet. Ideally, it would have been Deming. But yes, these trains, are they still wait until 8? Because, no, they're waiting until 4. There are some, aren't there? I'm confident I left one at wait until 8. I think it's this one. Deming, yeah, are you on wait until 8? Yeah, we need you on wait until 4. There we go. And don't block your milk. You can take that if you like, once you're big enough. There we go. Lovely. That's you sorted. You're a bit low on repairs, although you have been sat there a while. So yes, that might be the reason for that. Now, Albuquerque, missing sugar, they can have a little run from here, can't they? And we should be able to get away with 2 platforms. If not, we'll add a 3rd and or a 4th. Another run they can do is head into Santa Fe. Already did it. Look at me on top of the game. Right then, let's get you sent into Albuquerque. You do have a gridiron down there. So this will be a wait until 4. Almost went the other way. Freight only. Get us a Baldwin 10-wheeler on. I love this, that it remembers what we selected, even when I change it to freight after the fact. Railway Empire 1 will forget your settings. You'll have to do it again. So, yes, I still feel like the devs were looking out for me there. And my terrible muscle memory. Right, shall we get you going? You should take some wood and some sugar. It might be one or the other. I don't know whether you'll go for a bit of both. Let's find out, shall we? You're being loaded. There we go. You got some sugar. Beautiful. That should help to Albuquerque to some. It's all sugar. Look at that. Yeah, that should help them to stop dwindling, possibly. Once these guys get a little bigger, we can add some city buildings to them, can't we? What are you missing, just out of interest? It's going to be corn, isn't it, for both? Beer as well. Cloth as well, that's fine. We'll get all that sorted for you, except for corn. Corn's going to be a tricky one. Shall we build our network out here and found Abilene and connect Lubbock? We've got grain up there for Abilene rather than the one near Lubbock. Lubbock will be our cloth provider, and we'll send it west as well to Deming, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. What is the lay of the land like? Not too bad out here, is it? Do we want to go top or bottom? Maybe we can have 2 at this stage of the game. We'll go bottom. If we can squeeze in, we can. There we go. We'll stick one in there, and that one can be the one that heads to Abilene, and also deal with importing our wool. We probably want to go the bottom one, don't we? Up here. Yeah, and we'll go in this side, and we'll go in the top one. Or do we need to go straight up? We could also go straight up, but maybe some junction work is in order. Why not? There we go. We'll go that way. 162,000, bit pricey, but I think we're ploughed straight through this hill and made a lovely cutting. I do like that. Yes, well done. 0% grade, worth it at this stage of the game, isn't it, to spend the extra? Let's get you hooked up and double tracked, nice and easy. A little bit of direction of travel and some gridirons. In fact, do we want to make that a 4? It would be a direct line to Deming eventually, so should we do that now? And then we can just have a 4-track gridiron up this end. There's nothing further south of Abilene that we can connect to or bring in, so yes. We'll leave that track available for our direct line to Deming. Deming Direct. Be kind of an express line, wouldn't it? This will give us a direct line into Oklahoma City as well. That's kind of nice. Do we want to have a separate station? Probably not at the moment. We might want to just branch out of here. Oh, we don't have a signal on that side. Never even noticed. Although we're going to adjust that now. So, well, better late than never. So after I did all that, we're going to delete it anyway because we would like our main line to be the main track, and then we'll branch into that. Rather than branching out of our... Is that a... Yeah, we don't want to take out the Indian village. No, thank you. Unnecessary. Alright, let's see if we can make that a little shorter. A little better. There we go. Nice and straight. Nice and flat. I mean, it's fairly flat, isn't it? 0%. 0% all the way, is that? Almost. Just a little bit of a climb. But not too bad. Yeah, there's swings and roundabouts there. We'll just leave it as a 1%. I like it. 134,000 for a 263-mile journey. That's impressive. Bargain. Right, let's get you connected. It won't allow us to auto build the second track as we still had the gridiron at Oklahoma City. Right. Now, we're going to 2-platform this now, aren't we? And we can come in there. We could come in at the last minute, actually. Yeah, if we go in there and send that as a new platform. A little bit pricey to start with. But that allows us to head out the other way as well, down to Abilene. We could cross directly over. Lubbock won't need the grain. So we'll branch in where we branch out down to Abilene from Oklahoma City. That will also be their mixed line. Okay, so this one's coming down. Ooh, do we want 40? We might as well go. Yeah, there we go. Maximum. Beautiful. Nice and curvy too. Just flows into the main line. Get you signalled up and we'll add as a gridiron over there. We could have dedicated platforms. I like this way as you don't have to think too much about it. Do we want to branch out of a 4-track gridiron? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see how it does. This will be the actual station, won't it, for Abilene once we're done. Okay, so we'll head up that way. We've got our corn here as well. And then we can just cross straight over like that. Beautiful. 0%. Going a little better than my last build with the corn over at Rock Springs. Yeah. That was a challenge. A little bit of fun. Okay, and that brings in corn. This corn is going to... where are you going to deliver to? Lubbock, Oklahoma City, and Dallas and Abilene. Everywhere. Maybe even Amarillo. But yeah, you're going to be busy. Let's get you hooked up. We need to get our cities growing, don't we? So we want our southbound trains heading out of those platforms. And then we'll have our northbound trains heading out of the remaining platforms. Do we want to slide in? Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. We'll slide in at the gridiron there. We do have the potential for separate freight and passenger lines between Dallas and Abilene. So that's lovely. And that would actually bring in 2 extra platforms, which I'm okay with. If we can get them growing pretty rapidly, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? So you're going to head up to Oklahoma City. We don't really have any corn close, do we? That's up at Wilson Rest. Yeah, so that would be fine. We could have gone out the other way, of course. Well, in fact, we could have that one as the Lubbock train. Maybe we could bypass Abilene as well. What would be more direct? I don't think it really matters. We can just curve around there. It's freight, isn't it? It's not too much of an issue. This could be the train that heads to Oklahoma City with corn, though. I know we branch into the main line here. We do have room to expand and switch one of these into an express line. An express line. Yes, we do, don't we? This could be the express line running that way. Let's do that. Let's build this. And then we'll set this up as a 4-track gridiron, especially given probably like to expand on the northern end of Oklahoma City Station there, and then we can go full on here, can't we? And possibly start waypointing some of our trains away. We can bring in our sugar wherever we like. Probably into the gridiron there. It won't be that busy. Lovely. Right, I saw some missing signalling, so we'll get that sorted now. And we're missing gridirons, aren't we, at Brown Rest there. It might be worth purchasing this, not for profit, but to get it growing faster. 4 gridirons, let's get you all in. Done. Are we done? Yes, we are. Alright, so how much would it cost us to grab this? It's pretty low. 2.3 million. My voice goes higher the more I've got to spend. That happens in real life too. 2.3 million. Just do it and we'll upgrade you immediately. It would be nice to supply our cities without waiting on production. Just out of interest, apples. Look at that, 191,000 now. We're in profit. That one was deep in debt. Once upon a time, our mill is nearly a 500,000 profit. That's lovely, isn't it? What about some of these older ones up here? What about this orchard? 813,000 profit. It says profit, but I don't think it takes into consideration your purchase price. So not really in profit, are we? What do we got here? Oh yeah, we won't have any bidding wars, will we? Do you know what? Yes. That we only paid, we're a little shy of 500,000 for that. Lovely. Okay, so we've still got to head over to Lubbock here. How do we want to do that? Probably just branch up and around and avoid the Indian village there. That'll be fine, won't it? 32k branch line. Love it. And get you signalled up. We'll need supply towers galore. I'll tell you what, not a bad little network. We have no direct trains to Lubbock, but that's not a big deal. It might actually be Abilene that gets a warehouse, or we could have it at Brown Rest, of course, as a warehouse where we could exchange goodies. Because they could bring in the cloth, couldn't they? And they could also take beer. Oh, Oklahoma City has grown. What on earth are you going to make? Steel isn't really a thing down here, is it? Oh, it might be, but it might be for Dallas. Well, either or. Iron ore. Yes, steel might not be a bad idea. The closest one would be North Platte up there. We could start having some late game goodies created that make use of North Platte steel up that end. Oh, look at that, guys. Omaha built tools. What do tools require? They require wood and steel. So that's inadvertently brought in steel demand at North Platte to Omaha, and it is a mixed service, isn't it? Saves us building it. There, brilliant. Okay, should we go with a bit of steel production in Oklahoma City? I don't mind it. It will go for some higher end stuff. We'll expand to the west. It looks like to the north, but it is to the west. There we go. Yeah, and we'll get you hooked up, since the coal mine's right there. This might be where we have to expand a little bit. And we could have a line direct Dodge City, couldn't we? We do have it here, don't we, at the moment? But we could bypass that little bit of a junction there entirely. Let's change it. Let's change it now. I can't see any trains down here, so it might be a good idea. So you're now coming in there. Does that allow us to branch to the west as well? Kinda. We could go up that way, couldn't we? Yeah, we could go over to Nolan as well. It'll give us a little bit of a direct line to Denver. It's a bit of a mess. I can't help myself, guys. In my head, I'm expanding. Now, we're nowhere near doing that. And that would mean a little bit of a change at Iman Rest? Inman? Iman Rest. Iman. Let's get you sorted. It shouldn't change our service here. But what we can do is branch out of the gridiron, can't we? We could go across one more, couldn't we? There we go. That fixed it. Yes. That's nice, isn't it? Direct line in. I don't mind branching out like that. I can't see us using that coal for any other cities around here. So, yeah, it should be fine. Why won't you double track? You refuse to double track. I mean, it is shorter to go the other way. But I would like to make use of that supply tower. Not that money's that much of an issue. Well, it is, isn't it? That's all debt we've got up there. That isn't technically ours. Redo the signalling just there. We might have reset some trains, but that's fine. And we'll get a train set up heading into Oklahoma City there. Oh, you didn't add the gridiron, Grand. That won't work, will it? No, that'll make a mess of all your lines. They'll all be turning around in the grain farm. We don't want that. There we go. Now we'll set it up. And that will be half of the steel production catered for. And wait until 4? Absolutely. That's ours as well, isn't it? Yeah, and we're not pushing it to the max. Lovely. More profit. In fact, I didn't take a look at the profit. What is the profit? Oh, we're not profiting. We might be now that we've increased demand from there. And do we want to buy this then? Probably not. We could get away with just... yeah, we can't hook them up together as a single station. But we can have like a little freight branch, can't we? Heading into Dallas there. What else could we do with Dallas? Second station for that? It might be worth it, you know. And we could send the cows in that way, couldn't we? Yeah, keep them away from the mainline traffic. We got no reason to send the cows in any other way. Yeah, there we go. Get you off that. Our train was on the way back, but that's kind of nice. It'll reset it back at our other station, won't it? A little bit cheaty, but there we go. Yeah, we've separated our industries even further. That makes this a non-issue. And we could maybe have a direct line and bring in apples then as well. Yeah, I like it. Right, so we're going to need lay of the land up here. We do have a few hills here and there. Would we want to go both ways for this? And leave us a bit of room for some junction work. So we'll stick a couple of stations in. We'll have a one... Well, it's going to branch eventually. It's going to head in that way. As long as it's 0-ish. There we go. Bit of a cut-in, bit pricey. Not really, actually. It was 76,000. Yeah, the other one was expensive, but included another platform. Oh, this might work as a as a junction. I mean, it's a little around the houses, but it will allow us to head up that way, won't it? And we can use that final platform perhaps for this, where we do have the option to head up that way. I like it. And if we are going to do that, I guess we could have a 4-track down here. I don't know how busy it's going to get, or whether we're going to add more shenanigans to it. So if we do it like this, and then we send that out and around, that should give us a 4-track, shouldn't it? I hope. Yeah, we can go up into there. I like it. Bit of infrastructure. And that one will branch up there. So we'll take that back from just there, and then we'll slide in, hopefully. Yeah, we'll have that one as the leading track heading in, where we create a nice 6-track main line up here. Nice and smooth as well. Beautiful. Big 6-track main line. We could, of course, add or extend the gridiron, couldn't we? As long as it leaves a block. It's beautiful. Look at that monster. Nice. Yeah, and we could go in with apples on this side then, couldn't we, as well? The planning that's involved with this build is as we go, pretty much. Yeah, I don't feel it's necessary to have that as a 2-platform station. So we'll branch out there and up into our little freight. I guess it's a spur branch, maybe. Ooh, missing a little bit of signalling there, and possibly a gridiron. There we go. We don't need one down that end. We do need one just here. It allows us to cross over if we want. And we could do something this side as well. Branch it off. I kind of like it. Is that everything catered for? Now we need the line to continue that way and branch up into that section, which will be heading towards Oklahoma City and the apples. This will be an interesting junction, that's for sure. It's going to be pretty direct. We do have a way to get our apples in there, don't we? Yeah, we can branch in, cross over that way. I don't mind our trains dancing around. It's about time it looked a little interesting, network-wise. As long as it keeps moving, that's all we care about. And that means we can have apples ready to go. We could, of course, go straight across with a flat crossing, but if we can avoid it, we'll do it. Oh, you've sent it in the wrong one, Grand. Need to be the other side. We are going to make that a 2-platform station. There we go. Get you a gridiron on there. It's a little long, perhaps. We'll do the same the other side as well. We might as well just double track it at this point. Or, well, coming into the station. It doesn't need to be fully double tracked, does it? There we go. That's pleasant enough. You've got your gridiron. It's a bit long. Hey, can we make it shorter? Not really, actually. It was the shortest we could make it. It's on a bit of a curve, isn't it? Okay, we're going to have to scoot round to deliver apples to Oklahoma City. They might actually want apples by now. I don't mind that. We've got to avoid the orchard. I like it. Kind of pleasant. Have I left a block, though? That's the question. No, it's a little bit close, isn't it? We do have signalling there, but yeah, that's a little bit too short. We could have a little tight turn there, but I kind of like the look of this. I mean, it's a pleasant max speed branch line, and we do have a block now. Now it's probably a little too long. It's fine. I don't think the trains are going to be that busy. I saw another... Yeah, there we go. This section. I saw another piece of track that was lacking in the signalling department. Do we have a gridiron this side? We do. Right, let's just double check our signalling. Then we can get lots of new services underway and hopefully found Abilene today. We should have access to everywhere, not the wood. Oh dear. We could bring the wood in, couldn't we? Let's bring the wood in quickly. We'll get it down something like this. And we can slide in before that junction and possibly leave a couple of blocks. There we go. Something like that should do. Why are you wiggling like that? There we go. That will do. That will do. We could make a triangle up there and head over to Lubbock, perhaps, later on. So with that in mind, we'll double up. We've spent a fortune today. But it's going to turn into profit, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to need supply towers, aren't we? And we're going to need a lot of those, except at Abilene, until we've finished founding them. Let's get you with one. We don't want our trains hanging around too long at every station. Do have one there. We've got a new station in Dallas, don't we? Let's remove those contours as well. We'll have to decide what we're going to use for their station buildings. Ah, yes, and Lubbock will require one. Beautiful. Right, so we can have a few mixed services once Abilene is set up. And we can now get to them. I think we have everything connected. Who makes the meat? You have 10 available. Let's get that sorted first. This is going to be for Abilene's founding. Not 2 Abilenes, just the one. Freight only. Baldwin 10-wheeler. Wait until 8. And there goes your meat. Confirm that one. We'll get our wood underway, but we'll duplicate them rather than add to the line. Do you get to Abilene? I think you do, don't you? Take this little route. It's beautiful. Yeah, we could go round this way, technically. Depends how busy it gets, but we've got options, haven't we, to adjust our network. Right, wait until 8 for you. Hopefully we've got enough in stores. I didn't check. I think we'll be good enough. Freight only, Baldwin 10-wheeler. And we need to duplicate you a couple of times, which we can't do just yet. But I would like to get the grain underway as well. So that'll be from White Stop into Abilene. We'll need 2 of these. Freight only. It's 3 wood, 2 grain, 1 meat, I believe. The grain and the wood could be the other way around. For that, I'm confident with that. Let's just double check. What do you need? 3 wood, 2 grain, 1 meat. Right, let's get you running then so that we can start duplicating you. Yes, please. Another one of those. And then again, that's all 3 trains for you. And we'll need one up here as well. Oh, was that grain? Did I duplicate the wrong one? I thought I had that one selected. Right, you don't need you. Well, there we go. We've got 2 trains, haven't we? Did I do 3? I'm a little worried now. Yeah. 1, 2. I think we're good, aren't we? There's no more trains on there. Yeah, you want 3 wood after all that. There we go. This is the one we would want 2 extra trains. And we'll get you set up. Do we have the stores? We do. And we obviously have the grain as well. There goes our meat. This is going to be quite the super fast founding, isn't it? Abilene's going to be founded in record time. And that's nice. I like it. Oklahoma City still growing. We could send in the iron, couldn't we, for them? And that is worth being a dedicated train. Freight only. Baldwin 10-wheeler. Did I put that on manual? Manual. Oh, I like that. We get to use Crash Bandicoot boxes. That's cool. No, you want to be freight. That was cool, though. I don't use that very often, manual. Right, wait until 4 for you. That should do. Will you start taking some? You should. Oh, and you don't have a maintenance depot, so get you on. You probably don't either, do you? No, let's get one on there. Do you? Yes, you do. You do. You do. Do our apples? Our apples do as well. Look at us go. And our milk does. Right, we're all up to date. You grow, Oklahoma. Oh, a busy one, that. I mean, we could create a direct train. Okay, our trains are on the way back. This one can now change to a mixed service, can't it? Yeah, without waiting until 8. Automatic, yes, and then to the Inyo. And you take whatever you need because they're about to be founded. We don't need all these trains running now. We'll get rid of you. Right, stop. And yes, you are the wood. Right, stop. We can leave you doing that, but we'll change you to wait until 4. Until we decide on whether we wish to bring in any warehouse settings. Yes, you won't need it just yet. Not until they're founded anyway. Won't need all of these peri-terminal trains, will we? Get rid of you. And we'll get rid of you. No, you're the new one. Is this our wood? Our wood is on the way. How are you doing? 19, 21, 22, 23, and we're good to go. Now you'll require those goodies. Peri-terminal is that one, so we'll get rid of you. And we'll change you to be... Wait until 4. Confirm that. We'll get us another delivery or another mixed service. Oh, am I missing a gridiron? Not there. Probably up Lubbock end then. Yes, we are. We're missing a couple down in Lubbock. Not any longer. Now we can get our mixed service going between Lubbock and Abilene. Automatic. Inyo, please. Confirm that. And then we'll get one from Oklahoma City to Lubbock. Automatic and an Inyo. Away you go. Right, we're good. Now we could have a train that passes through Brown's Rest or bypasses perhaps. For now, I think that's good. It's a good little setup, isn't it? We have a mixed train there. We have a mixed one there. We have a mixed train from Lubbock to Abilene. And weaving mills in Lubbock. Maybe they only want 245,000 taken because we'll set up this this wool farm. Beautiful. I wanted to check our train that I changed over from Deming, the Albuquerque one. Make sure it's not wait until 8 any longer. It is wait until 8. There we go. Completely forgot about that. I mean, not too terrible, but yeah. Albuquerque has turned around, hasn't it? We're now growing. Look at that. Santa Fe's going to struggle a little bit. Can we get a gauge on how much we're making? Oh, that's not bad, is it? Yes, we only have 1 on there, I believe. So we'll stick 2 on there because that is making us a decent income. And we've got a connection bonus for next time out, which will be Amarillo. How are we doing in the great scheme of things? We're eating into it, aren't we? There's going to be a big growth spurt with Dallas, Lubbock and Abilene all in the mix. And we'll also add Amarillo to the mix next time. Before we do go though, I'm actually going to build us a butcher's in Abilene. I know we've got Dallas, but Abilene can send their meat to Lubbock and Dallas can send theirs up north. It sort of works for me, and they can send it maybe. Yeah, there's just a lot of meat, isn't there? Maybe we need beer. Beer might be a better one. We can bring that grain down. Yeah, I changed my mind. Let's have a brewery. Lovely. We do have a bit of room there, don't we? Don't spin round. Hold shift. Rotate. Yeah, I want you right on the edge there. There we go. Should have a little bit of room. Perfect. Abilene breweries. Alright guys, we're currently being serviced. We're on the mixed service heading to Dallas from Oklahoma City. And it's actually quite busy, this one. So we may need to add another train on there. I thought we'd take a look at some of our junction work. We're about to be loaded. Miles away from the platform, why not? He missed that, didn't he? By quite a way. There we go. We are off to Dallas. We've got a lot going on down in Texas now, which is lovely. And when we come back, we'll set up a few more services. We've got some sugar to deliver and some corn to deliver. That will then add to our population as our cities will start to grow, and we'll hook up. Oh, Amarillo. There we go. Yeah, we're off to Amarillo. Beautiful. Guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.